We have a couple or we'll officially get started. But before we do get started, the class will be recorded, but only I will be recorded. So don't worry. You will not be on here, I promise. And yeah, I'll give you just a little introduction to myself and to the practice, and then we can go ahead and get started. So my name's Brenda. I am a trauma recovery yoga, or TRI for short, instructor and ambassador. I'm coming to you from Iraq, where I'm here doing humanitarian work. I've been here for about 1.5 years. So I don't know where you all are in the world, but it is very hot. So it's a hot yoga class over here today. But I'm really happy to be here with you. Do fill out the poll if you can, so we can, not just for us, but for yourself, to kind of build this awareness muscle around how you feel before and after the class. And that's really what this class will be about, is practicing noticing. So mindfulness is just a fancy word for noticing what's coming up for you physically, mentally, emotionally, and knowing that throughout the class, you'll have the foundation of which is self-regulation tools. So you'll have the tools you need to process whatever it is you're going through, and knowing you can always come back to your breath, which I'll be cueing throughout the class. And that's also very specific to the practice, because it's TRI, which stands for one of two things: trauma recovery yoga, because it can relieve your body of the physiological effects that trauma can have on it, and total resilience yoga, because whether you've experienced trauma or not, or maybe you're working with someone who's experienced a lot of traumas, but you haven't yourself, regardless of your experiences, when you practice these self-regulation tools actively, you're building a higher level of resilience. So the next time something does happen, whether it's a trauma, a crisis, or just a frustrating situation, you'll more naturally be able to find your feet on the floor, to ground, or to find your center, or to find your breath. These things that seem really simple, and they are, but that our bodies kind of forget to do, especially when we're going through something that's like shaking up our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, right? So it's all based in science, but if nothing else, it's kind of relaxing. So I hope you get what you are looking for out of the practice. And it was a lot of talking. So with that, we can get started. Before we do, and actually one more important thing, if there's any one rule to this class, it's to exercise your power of choice. So knowing that it doesn't have to look any certain way. My instructions are just suggestions. So it doesn't even need to look like what I'm doing. It's really about listening to your body, doing what feels good for you, not doing things that won't feel good for you, and feeling good about your decision. And our I am card. I am grateful. It's a good one. Okay, so let me just see all of you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Just finding a comfortable seat. Maybe it's cross-legged, or with your legs out in front of you, maybe sitting on your heels. Whatever feels good for you today. We're just gonna let our hands rest peacefully on our legs, dropping your chin toward your chest, and then just either softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Breathing in and out of your nose. Noticing your breath here. Leaving whatever happened 5 minutes ago even. Leaving it in the past. Being right here, right now. As I mentioned, we're going to practice some self-regulation throughout the class. And we'll walk through these steps real quick before we get into our flow. So the first piece is orientation, which is just finding yourself in your space. So as you gaze down here, just noticing 3 different sounds that you can hear right now. Maybe from my end of the screen, maybe from outside. Just noticing. Gazing down, noticing your connection with your legs, your feet, your sit bones to the earth. Maybe gently rocking side to side. Breathing in and out. I am grounded. I am peaceful. I am present. Now moving to your center. This is your power center. A lot of times post-trauma or crisis, we might find ourselves in an off-center. Maybe that looks like reacting instead of mindfully responding. So now we're going to practice bringing that energy in. So continuing to breathe here, and then kind of lifting the pelvic floor. So engaging those muscles you would use to restrict the flow of urine. And as you do that, you might notice your spine straighten up a little bit. Taking a full breath in, continuing to engage those abdominal muscles. And out. Do that one more time. I am centered. I am calm. Now moving to the last piece, which is your breath. Our breath is our presence. We can't breathe in the past or the future. We can only breathe right here, right now. So just asking yourself, am I inhaling or exhaling right now? Seeing what that is for you. On your next inhale, tracing your breath into your nose, your throat, your lungs. Seeing how far it goes, maybe into your belly. Tracing that breath back out, just one piece at a time. Let's do that again. Breathing in peace. The exhaling out of the mouth. Letting stale energy out. Let's do that one more time. I am grateful. I am letting go. Now we're going to add a little movement to this breath with some neck rolls. So first bringing your chin toward your chest. We're going to inhale right ear toward the right shoulder. And drop your head back, up. Exhale to the left. Chin to chest. Again, inhaling right and back. Exhaling. Bringing it full circle. Keep going with your breath at your pace. Remembering this is your yoga, your body, your rules. Maybe you have a spot that needs a little extra love, so just hanging out wherever it feels good. This doesn't even need to be a circle, right? Breathing in fully, and exhaling. Let's do one more full circle. Pause next time you come to center. Just taking one breath here to kind of reset. And on your next inhale, we'll do the other side. So left ear, left shoulder, head back. Exhale to the right. Center. Keep going with your breath. Noticing any cracking or popping. That's just nitrogen escaping your joints. Think of it like stagnant energy leaving your body, making space. Let's do one more full circle. Really noticing your breath. Pausing when you come to center. Let any dizzying subside. It's totally normal. We're going to take a few breaths here. So again, closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. Softening your gaze. I am healthy. I am showing up. I am doing my best. And now choosing your I am for today's class. Whatever you want to remind yourself of today. I am capable. I am healing. I am messy and I am beautiful. I am brave. I am resilient. Whatever that is for you today. Knowing that this quality is already within you. No doubt. So it's not a question of whether you possess it or not. Sometimes we just need a reminder. So filling in the blank throughout the class and believing it more and more each time you think it. Or say it out loud if you want to. Totally up to you. All right, so now we are going to come into a tabletop. So flip around onto your hands and knees. Your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And first, we're going to kick that left leg back. So just coming onto the ball of that foot. And we're going to take a few breaths here. Just rock back and forth into that left leg. Feeling that stretch into your glutes, your calf muscle. Taking a full breath in and out. Now, reaching your right hand forward, still just resting on the ground. We're going to practice a little balancing here. So adjusting your left hand as you need to, maybe bring it in a few inches. And we're going to inhale, maybe lift that back leg, maybe also the arm. You can look down or you can look forward. Pushing into your wrist to lift a little higher. Take a full breath in. And exhale, slowly come back down. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift. Reach. And lower. Back into a tabletop. We're going to keep the right leg back this time. So again, just breathing, rocking into that back leg. Reach the left arm forward. Adjusting your hand as you need to keep it sturdy. And we're going to inhale, maybe lift that leg, maybe also the arm. Really rooting to rise. Push into your wrist to lift inch higher. Take a full breath in as you reach. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And lower. Now, taking any circles here into your ankles. Maybe sitting back on your heels, taking a few circles in your wrists. Before we come into our first down dog. Whenever you're ready, walking your hands about a palm print forward. And we're going to kick back onto our heels for our first downward facing dog. So arms strong, your fingers separated. Just pedaling into your feet here. Noticing anything coming up for you, any tension. Noticing the strength of your arms, your legs. I am strong. I am resilient. I am unbreakable. We're going to inhale, look forward. And exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Pushing your hands onto your shins and straighten your back. Exhale, hold. And inhale, both arms reach high. Palms come to touch and come down to your heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. And exhale, plant the hands. We're going to step the feet back, coming into a high plank. Slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Maybe picking up the thighs and walking your feet back just an inch, creating a little length. Then high-fiving the floor in front of you. Inhale, just for a gentle cobra to lift the chest. Exhale, bringing one ear down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bringing the other ear down. Just warming up the spine here. You can stick with this cobra, or if you'd like a little deeper back bend, you can plant your hands by your ribs. We're going to inhale, push up into an up dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Whew. I'm feeling heat, a little heat start to build already. Maybe you feel a little heat in your core. I am centered, I am grounded, I am present, and I am powerful. Taking a full breath in as you look forward. And exhale as you travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale, palms to touch and come down to your heart. We're going to pause here for a few breaths. Keep your hands in this position, or if you'd like one hand on the belly, one on your heart. Just breathing here. Noticing already your heartbeat is a little faster. Maybe your breath is a little heavier. And on your next inhale, we're going to reach the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step feet back into a high plank. Slowly lower down as you exhale. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking any movements here that feel good. You're kind of rocking your hips side to side. And then we're going to inhale, kick the right leg high. Maybe bending into that knee. Roll around your ankle. Breathe in. Look forward. And exhale, stepping that foot in between your hands. Taking as many steps as you need to get there. On your next inhale, we're going to rise up for a warrior two. So, taking your back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Front foot points forward. Just taking it piece by piece. Bending into your front knee. Your arms reaching in either direction. And noticing your core here. If you're leaning back, forward, and finding yourself in your center. Letting your shoulders melt down just a little bit more. Looking over your front middle finger. Taking a full breath in here. Exhale out of your mouth, let it all go. I am powerful. I am capable. I am a warrior. We're going to clip that front palm. Inhale as you reverse. Right arm reaches up and back. Left arm comes to the back of your left leg. Noticing your front knee, maybe it straightened up a little bit. And if that feels better, go for it. Just noticing. Take a full breath in as you breathe into your side. And exhale, coming back into your warrior two. We're going to extend forward, and that right arm's going to rest on your right knee. Left arm reaches up and over for an extended warrior. You can look down at your foot for grounding, or maybe up at your fingertips. Maybe using that right arm as leverage on your leg to get a little twist into your ribs. Whatever feels good for you today. One more full breath in. And exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. Bring that front foot. We're going to kick it back into a plank. And we're going to meet the down dog. So exhaling, lower down. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And flexible body and mind and spirit. I am aligned. I am divine. And I am grateful. We're going to inhale, kick the left leg high. Let's do it on the other side. So bending into that knee. You roll around your ankle. Breathing into any areas of tension or tightness. Take a full breath in as you look forward. Then we're going to exhale, step that foot up in between your hands. Taking your back foot parallel to the back of the mat. We're going to swing on up into a warrior two. So again, just taking it piece by piece. Bending into your front knee, letting your shoulders melt down. Mine are always, I notice them often. Correct my language. But hiked up by my ears. So just consciously letting them melt down a little bit. Looking over your front middle finger. As you stand in this warrior two, really feeling your power. I am limitless. I am connected. I am never giving up. Lift that front palm and inhale as you reverse. So left arm reaches up and back. So inhale, lengthening.
Exhale, release over. However far it feels good today. One more inhale. And we're going to exhale, coming back into your warrior 2. Reaching forward. That left arm is going to rest on the left knee. Right arm reaches up and really noticing your breath here. Notice if you may be holding it at any point. Not labeling good or bad, just non-judgmentally noticing. Taking a full breath in. And exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. And we're going to kick that left leg back into a high plank. Slowly lower down. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling into your feet. Really coming into your down dog. I am healthy. I am strong. I am full of surprises. And now we're going to just come onto our knees and sit back onto our heels. Maybe grab a drink of water. Do that anytime. And we're going to practice a little visualization. So bear with me here. Visualization is super powerful in all of our healing journeys in its own way. So let's do this. We're going to inhale. Both arms reach high. And exhale here, just letting your shoulders kind of melt down. And taking any movements in your shoulders, that feels good. I often carry in my shoulders. So I always say the uglier it looks, the better it feels. So take whatever feels good for you today. Just kind of freestyling. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to have our hands out in front of us. And you can either close your eyes or soften your gaze, whatever you are comfortable with, however it's easiest. And I want you to imagine that you're holding a sky lantern, one of those candles inside, and as if you've got a permanent marker, I want you to write something on the sky lantern, something that's holding you back from being happy, something you can let go of today, even just a little bit. Maybe it's self-doubt, negative self-talk. Maybe it's just a heavy feeling. You don't quite know what it is. Whatever that is for you today. Knowing that you have the power to let it go, just bit by bit. Knowing that this thing no longer serves its purpose. You're growing through it. And now just imagining what your life would be like without this thing. What space is created. This thing's gone. Inhale, lift that lantern a little higher. Exhale, separate your hands as it floats away. Feeling that weight lift off your shoulders. Hearing the words, I made it. I am here. I am okay. I continue to show up and heal, grow. Inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale one more time, letting your shoulders melt down. Taking any movements in your shoulders here. Front, back. Twist. And we're going to do this one more time, so you know where we're headed. Whenever you're ready, having your hands out in front of you. And on this sky lantern, I want you to write something that makes you really, really happy. Something you want to bring more of into your life. Maybe it's accomplishing a goal or a dream. Maybe it's an opportunity or creating a healthy habit. Whatever that is for you today. Now really seeing yourself with this thing already. What does that look like? And more importantly, what does that feel like? Knowing that if you can dream it, if you can visualize this, the specifics of this, it's already yours. It's got your name on it. Inhaling to lift it a little higher. Exhaling, separating your hands as it floats away, knowing it's just coming back to it. Hearing the words, I am ready, I am grateful. Now we're going to come forward, roll over your knees. And we're going to kick back. So from a tabletop, we're going to kick back into a high plank. We're going to meet in down dog. So however you want to get there. But coming into this high plank, we're going to slowly lower down, little push up. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale for your downward facing dog. Feeling your hands, the connection with your hands, your feet to the mat. Really breathing fully here. I am strong. I am capable. I am the only me that will ever exist. And I am shining. This is our last down dog of the class, so really thinking about your first compared to the last. Don't see any differences. Taking a full breath in and looking forward. Exhale as you make your way to the top of the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale, palms to touch, down to the heart. Again, we're going to take a couple breaths here. So keeping your hands in this prayer, or maybe having one on your hands, one on your heart, one on your belly. Feeling your heartbeat. Hearing your breath. Feeling the strength in your body, one piece at a time. Calves, lifting knees, tucking your tailbone, engaging your core. Feeling your chest rise and fall. I am whole. I am divine. I am so grateful. Inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And now we're going to fold. We're going to hang out this forward fold for a few breaths. So bending into your knees as much as it feels good. Remember, it should never hurt. So taking just listening to your body. You can let your head heavy. Maybe grabbing for opposite elbows. Gently sway side to side. Really noticing your breath here. Breathing space into any tension or strain. Take one more inhale. Exhale. To release the hands. We're going to roll up very slowly, just one piece at a time. Engaging your core. Pace will be the last piece to come. Top. Whatever's calling out to you, maybe reaching your arms high. A full stretch to the left, to the right. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Maybe a twist. All right. We're going to do that one more time. So, inhale, both arms reach high. Exhale, hold. Exhale, hold forward. Get comfortable. Let's hold. Whatever that looks like for you. Maybe again, grabbing for your elbows. Letting your head in heavy, shaking it yes. Shaking it no. Knowing that anytime our heart is above our head, it gives our heart an incredible opportunity to rest, from pumping blood up to our brain all day. Have a big inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. And one more time, we'll roll up very slowly. Stacking the brain on top of your and freestyling up the top, maybe take a twist, maybe roll around your shoulders. Now we're going to come into a seated position. So no super graceful transition here. Just finding a comfortable seat. And we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together. Having your feet as far out in front of you as it feels good. And holding on to the outsides of your feet, we're going to take our thumbs and just kind of massage into the bottom. Just breathing here. Our feet that carry all of our weight every day, often without us noticing for great lengths of time. Taking this moment to say thank you. And then holding on to the outsides of your feet. Just gonna inhale, lengthen the spine as if you've got a string pulling you from the top. You're gonna exhale, start to lean forward. Leading with your heart, your head will follow. Good life lesson in itself. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, your breath. And very slowly rolling up, one piece at a time. Face will come up next. Now, again, flipping over into a tabletop. And we're gonna come into a high plank. So, taking your feet back, knowing at any point, you come down to your knees. It's your choice, your yoga. But being firm in your stance, feeling the strength in your arms, your legs, really engaging your core. And breathing. Moving to rise, pushing your wrists into the earth. I am earth, I am fire, I am water, I am ether. I am one. One more big inhale. And we're going to come down to our forearms, into a forearm plank. And really engaging that core. Breathing, maybe feeling a little shake. I know I am. That shake is like neurogenics, like fear and suppressed leaving your body. I am powerful. I am capable. I am never giving up. One more inhale. And exhale as you drop your knees, one piece at a time, bringing the tops of your feet to the mat. Dropping your chest, your ear, bringing your arms out to this full post shape. Just resting here. Breathing. Knowing that when we move intentionally with our breath, like we have been in this practice, it's like we're stirring up this energy, we're creating medicine. Made up only of what we already are. Mind is resting positions. We allow the space to really absorb that medicine. To allow it to do its work. So knowing that you created this. Bringing your chin to center, and bringing your other ear to the mat. Resting here, noticing your heartbeat. Noticing your breath. Noticing how, even though your body is still, it's actually moving. Feeling the subtleties of your own energy life. Bring your chin back to center. We're just going to slowly push ourselves up into a tabletop. And we're going to make our way into a child's pose. So bringing your big toes toward touch, your knees toward the edge of the mat. Walking your hands forward and either resting your forehead on the mat or maybe overlapping your hands. Resting there. Give your forehead a gentle massage, rocking side to side. Taking a full breath in, feel your lungs expand. You contract on your thighs. I am brave. I am capable. I am amazing. And I am loved. We're going to very slowly push ourselves up. Swinging your legs around. And we're going to just come into our final resting position. So you can lay flat on your mat. You can have your knees touching like a tent shape. Or maybe your knees out to the side. Maybe you want to lay on your side or sit in a seat. This is your Shavasana. So figuring out what feels good today. Knowing you can change your mind. And wherever you are, starting to settle in. Finding some stillness. Breathing here. And we'll do a body scan together. So just imagining this ball of light or like healing energy just orbiting above your head. And this light's going to slowly scan down your body. So just tracing it with your awareness. And everywhere it touches, you can imagine releasing anything you may still be holding. Breathing space into that area. And just noticing what's there. That's where our true power lies. So we'll start from the top. You can soften your forehead. Soften your eyes. Your nose. Maybe unclench your jaw. You can even rock it out side to side. Continuing to breathe as that light scans down your neck,
your throat. I give myself permission to express myself fully. Scanning into your shoulders. Just really letting your shoulders melt into the earth just a little bit more. As your arms get a little heavier. The light scans into your chest. Seeing your heart open up. I am grateful. I am love. I am here. Scanning down, feeling the warmth in your belly. Scanning past your hips, your thighs, your calves, just checking in. And finally to your feet. Just taking a moment here to acknowledge all of these moving pieces that keep us alive moment to moment, often without us noticing for hours, days, months, or years at a time. From our mind to our heart, our breath, our feet, and everything in between. I am supported. I am divine. I am magic. And I am so grateful. Starting to deepen your breath. Slowly bringing a little movement back into your body. Maybe wiggling your fingers, your toes. And coming back to your I am. What was that for you today? Again, knowing that it's not fake it till you make it. Sometimes we just need to remind ourselves. So the more, or every time you think it, say it out loud, believe it more and more. And before you know it, you'll begin to just embody that quality and it will just radiate from you. Maybe gently rocking your head side to side. We're going to really slowly transition up into a seat. So if you want to roll over to one side and push yourself up, or maybe rocking back and forth, coming into a seat. And I'll meet you in this seated position whenever you're ready. Bringing your hands to your heart. May the blessings of this practice carry you throughout your day and touch the lives of all those you encounter. May your day be full of gratitude for the small things. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me for this class. I hope you got exactly what you needed. And also, you can connect with me, learn more about me on my website, brendahershey.com. I'll put it in the chat. You'll also get a link to my Patreon page that has a variety of trauma recovery yoga classes that I'm regularly posting. And this class will also be available to you on the Women's Advocates YouTube channel, which will also be in your follow-up email. Yeah, and we're doing one of these classes and one chair yoga class each month. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you again in one of those classes. Yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you.